What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Summer Career Mode. It's episode number 24. It's the Exodus, everyone leaving Oxford. Plaqueta now coming to us after the Courage transfer request and requesting one as well. Right now, 4 points off safety, almost humbled in the FA Cup by a League One side. It's all going wrong for the U's. Let's try and stabilise today. As we just had another scouting update from Sweden, I think I will give Samuelsson a contract. He looks the best of all the goalkeepers we've found so far from this nation. We're in a bit of trouble right now. 4 points on the bottom three. We're almost humbled in the FA Cup by Wigan Athletic as well. We'll have to draw for the fourth round and the game today against whoever it's going to be. But if we can't string some wins together in the Premier League, then this is the crucial moment of the season, I think. And we sometimes see it in real life as well, as we drawn against Brentford away at the G-Tech. Can't just getting through there after just thrashed us 4-0 in West London League. This is the crucial moment in the season where you can either gain some momentum and start to get yourself some ground on the teams above you, or you can get left for dead in the bottom three. We've seen it many times in real life, and we may see it today as well. What kind of response are we going to get from this Oxford United side after no wins in our last four in the Premier League? So huge game to kick off with today. It is West Ham at home, going into this one against Graham Potter's side right now in 10th. Again, are struggling in the bottom three. No one's scored fewer goals. No one's conceded more. And if we are to survive, well, I think from here on out, the Kassam needs to be a bit of a fortress. A huge game here, hoping for a Sunderland-like atmosphere. West Ham at the Kassam. I watched a few Premier League games over the weekend for match day one, and I made a point that at 3 PM Saturday afternoon, I was going to watch the Sunderland West Ham game and not be interrupted for it. What a brilliant game it was, and how fantastic were the Sunderland fans as well. The Mackems back in the top flight, and I have to say credit to those fans, because they made that atmosphere absolutely electric, and it played a huge part in helping the team play up to their best and get the win. For West Ham, they did a few good things right as well. Like, even though it was a 3-0 scoreline, West Ham did a few good things right, especially in the first half, went quite close. But Sunderland deserved it. Some of their play was brilliant, as Gray does enough, and just about French the corner. And that to me is what we need to make the Kassam for the rest of the season. Like the Stadium Light was on Saturday afternoon. Get it rocking, get it roaring, get the crowd off their seats. Oh, and see if it can be enough to get us over the line. Karamoko is just... He just can't hold anyone off. I mean, Tuna Sengo. And there is Karamoko. And that's a nice bit of skill. That's what he needs to do, man. Use that tricky footwork he's got. Oh, ball! Come with me, Diamond. Come with me. Tyrese! Oh, no, he's put it wide. Oh, had to take it, man. Had to take it. 12 goals for this season. I'm not surprised that one snatched wide. Got to take those chances. No. Gray out. You can't. Brilliant goalkeeping. And Duomo, who's got 2 of those 12 goals, gets it through to Teddy Lowe, who spots Higgins. Great ball. And again... Great work for the dynamic duo! From Biss to the Tame, Higgins to Teddy. Oxford deservedly in front before the break. Come on! Is that Teddy's first in the Premier League as well? Has he scored? Oh no, he got that wonder goal against Arsenal, did he? I think he's got 2 now for the season. He's got a few assists though. I believe he's our top creator. But when you've only scored 13 goals now, it's not... Top creator with how many assists? 2. It's not great, but... Hang on. Oh, space opens up. Masengo! Oh, should have been 2. If we don't win this game, man, this is the reason why. My finishing has been... I can't even think of a word bad enough to describe it. Atrocious is an understatement. Come on. Got to see this out, man. Got to see this out. Pretty much all of our wins have come by a single goal. I can only think of one game where we won by 2. Oh, brilliant save, Chad. And that was a 2-0 scoreline as well. So we've got to be watertight defensively if we're going to win games. And the team with the worst defensive record in the division obviously isn't watertight very often. Instead, we're leaking goals left, right and centre, but Chad says not tonight. Still leading by 1, 28 minutes to go. This is a really tense moment, not just in the game, but in the season as well. Can the young U's hold on to a priceless 3 points? Malik does well, and Zuma's header easily caught. 15 on the clock. Here come West Ham looking to cause us heartbreak like they did in London, if you remember. Oh, Keats, get ready, get ready, get ready. Oh, it's going to go wide for a corner. Well, we were leading and then lost it in the final second. And West Ham have scored. Gray gets a touch but can't keep it out. It was coming. It was coming. 1-1. When you are the weakest team in the division, you can't not take your chances. You have to capitalise on the rare ones you get, as Malik does well, but Hollerback is in to intercept, and here come West Ham. I feel like deja vu right now. They did this at the London Stadium. They're going to do it again. Ball rolled through. Irving flicks it on. Controlled brilliantly. Dior sticks a leg out. Can't get there. Shot comes in. Gray makes the save. And with 15 seconds... surely it's not going to happen again. Oxford a goal up on West Ham, and the Irons winning it with a final kick. Dolan does enough. Lowe gets a touch, not enough. Gray gets down, makes the save, and says, guys, let's just take the point and say it will do. Sickening though. How on earth did we not win that game? I mean, West Ham had a brilliant rally, but we've got to turn those draws into wins if we are going to survive. I just don't think we're going to have enough legs to get over the line and stay in the Premier League. Right, we'll move straight past into the following game as well. Lots to get through in this one. It's going to be Arsenal away in North London at the Emirates. And, well, put it this way, if we can't win our home games from a leading position where we're in control, I don't think we've got much chance of a huge scalp here against the Gunners in their own backyard. Arsenal at the Emirates, our following game. Just try and keep the scoreline respectable if you can, and try and nick a goal for a consolation as well. I'm not expecting much here. As for the Arsenal game, I listened to that in the gym yesterday, but I watched the highlights in the evening. I thought Manchester United had some good play, to be fair. I've always been a big fan of Mateus Cunha. I've always been a big fan of his, so I wasn't surprised he did so well yesterday. Obviously clipped the post, went very close to scoring, and Boomu looked good as well. But obviously the goal, I saw some people saying it should have been a foul. Honestly, as a former goalkeeper myself at junior level, you know, when I was a kid, it's soft, isn't it? It's one of those where it's like, if it's given, there'll be complaints. If it's not given, there'll be some complaints. Do you know what I mean? It really is 50-50. And it just depends on what kind of side you want to take, really. Put it this way, if it's a foul, it's soft. If it's not a foul, it's also kind of understandable. It could have gone either way. I really was surprised to see it stand, though, because we've seen this year that apparently referees are going to start calling infringements if a player is making a blocking motion, if you will. Oh, Tanganga just about blocks that. Without looking at the ball itself. And I don't think that Saliba was looking at the ball. I think it was Saliba. I don't think he was looking at the ball. I'm pretty sure he was just blocking off Brian Deere fully. And there was a slight bit of contact as well. But I think it's one of those where it could have gone both ways, really. I mean, Brian Deere, no matter how you look at it, has got to be stronger. You can't be playing at this level and be that fragile and exposed and weak. You've got to have a bit more body about you, if you will, as Kai Havertz makes it too. And no matter how you look at it, it was weak from Brian Deere. Having said that, on another day, it easily could have been disallowed for a foul as well. It's one of those, really, where it's 50-50. Would I have given a foul? Probably. But again, possibly my GK bias might have shown through. I'm not sure. Anyway, 2-0 down here. Nothing to do about either of the goals. And like I expected, comfortable win for the Arsenal. And Oxford once again facing defeat. And now Jaffet wants to leave as well. He's only been here 6 months. God, seriously, this is just getting harder and harder. Our third transfer request in a month. But to be fair, if it speeds up the process of having to throw in our youth academy graduates, then so be it. That was always the plan anyway, for these players to be short term. I just thought they'd last a little bit longer than, again, 6 months and half a season. Right, following game, we'll jump into it. It's going to be Brighton at home, 19th place right now. 5 off the bottom 3, but it feels more like 6 because of the ridiculous goal difference we've got as well. 13 goals for this season, man. If we can't start scoring more goals, then no doubt about it, we won't get enough wins and we won't survive. So following game, Brighton at home. These were the guys who got our first win against in the Premier League. That was away from home. Let's see if we can beat them back-to-back, complete the season sweep and get a big 3 points here to at least go level on points with Bournemouth in 18th and have a chance of getting closer to safety. Brighton at the Castle next up. Yeah, I mean, we wanted to do this anyway, you know, to use these players as what you call stopgap whilst we're waiting for the youth players to get good enough, and then they'll just flood the team. So it's got to happen sooner rather than later. I guess maybe bad for the short term, but good for the long term. Oh, it's Johnny Burkhart prods in the opener inside the first 4 minutes. But the problem is, if we do now start to say to those players, well, you've had a transfer request, you won't play again. That's always my strategy, really, unless I'm forced to. If a player hands in a transfer request, they won't feature for me again. What it means is that our team is just not going to survive. Simple as that. If we're losing the little quality we have for the remainder of the season, I can't see these youth players keeping us up for the rest of the campaign. As Dembele finds me and he says, Gaffer, you sure about that? Oh, as Higgins is denied by Carl Rushworth, he'll drop to Teddy Lowe, whose shot is blocked. Amin now takes over, offloads to Duomo, he'll have a go, easy save. And I think we're about to see the end of Cumming as well. Pre-game, disappointed about a lack of game time, which makes sense. He's supposed to be our number one and he's lost his place to an 18-year-old. It makes sense. And it'd be a shame to lose Cumming as well, because I know I've been critical of the guy quite a lot throughout the course of this save, but he's not that bad. Teddy, great first touch. And I was hoping that I'll keep Cumming till the end of the save, but it's doubtful now. But I'll keep these two till the end of the save, and Teddy is through and needs to finish, and does. Come on! Teddy with the leveller. He's second in 3. Oxford equalise, and this will be a massive point. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. The winless run might continue, but like I said at the top of the episode, we've got to turn the Kassam into a fortress. Well, our last 2 games here, 2 big points claimed and no losses either. It's the only way we can survive, going undefeated here at the Kassam for the rest of the campaign. Yeah, that'll be the end of Cumming. This will be it from this. Thanks for putting him back in the lineup, boss. He didn't play. What? What do you mean? You didn't play? I didn't start. Hang on, let me look. Hold on. Yeah, I just checked. I didn't start Cumming in that game. What's he on about? What? I don't know. But listen, if he's happy, then fair enough. Right, 2 more scouting updates from Haiti and from Jordan as well. Where from the forward, there's a couple of really decent inside forwards here, I must say. Oh, that's a tease, that is. But I think I will give one to David Simon. He looks like he could be really good in the future. So I'll give him a scholarship and continue scouting the others for now. And from Jordan, I don't think we got a player from this country yet, and it's going to continue. Oh, well, I never like to give a player a scholarship after just 1 month, but we're still waiting for a player from Jordan. So, do you know what? No, I'll gamble it and see how he looks after another month. Struggling though, I haven't got one from Jordan yet, and I'm hopeful I will find someone who can continue to try and get at least 1 player from every country we scout. Right, following game, let's jump into it, and it is absolutely massive. This is what you call a relegation 6-point as well. It's Bournemouth away at the Vitality, where right now with 15 games to go, we've gone bottom. Yet we are bottom of the table, and based on our goal difference, it's been a long time coming. We're 4 points behind the Toffees in 17th place, and I think it's for sure now with 15 to play, one of us or Bournemouth will be relegated. And if we lose here at the Vitality, I think it's probably definitely going to be us as well, as we'll be seated and rooted right at the bottom. So following the game, it's huge. South Coast, Bournemouth away as we take on Andoni's side in a massive relegation 6-pointer. Tackled by Malik, off to a great start in this game. And I'm so glad he had the little spike at Bodo as well, man. Because he's on course for a +7 or maybe +8 growth window this season. That's fantastic. It's annoying though, because in this save, it's the one time where, oh dear, that's barely happened for me. Like, it normally happens in my saves quite frequently, but as Malik does well again, this is the one save where I needed that, and it hasn't happened. At least it has for him. Anyway, it's still tied at 0-0. Can't afford to lose this game. Don't need to win, but can't afford to lose. But a win would be priceless. As Higgins blazes one way over. Bournemouth win. This is going to be cruel, man. We've been great defensively all game long. Gray with the save. Of 18 to play, it remains at 0-0 for now. And once again, it'll be another game without a win, the streak continuing, but 3 draws in 4. I ain't going to say no to that, considering how bad we've been defensively throughout the course of this season. 16 to play. Can we hold on to a priceless point and clean sheet? Malik has been a brick wall out there today as well. Nothing has got past him. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. It's a rare clean sheet for Oxford. We keep very few during the season, so I will take it. Malik was a brick wall in the back line there, but the problem remains we're not scoring enough, and thus we're not winning enough. And that's why even so, we still have a chance of surviving. I don't think we will. Unless we can score more goals, it's not going to happen. thing is though, I don't really mind that much if we do go down. I know I've said it before, but genuinely, it might be the best thing for us, all things considered. So what I'm going to do as well, with deadline day right around the corner, is Simon's got the most potential in the team now. I'm going to promote a couple of our players that are 17 and get them loaned out, because this is a little tip for you guys. But I will get rid of our Vidson, because I think Samuelson looks much better now despite being lower rated. So I'm going to just have the one Swedish goalkeeper. That's all we need, really. This is a little tip I have for youth academy work. When players are 17, oftentimes they'll ask for a pro deal come the end of the season. So my prediction, my tip, if you will, is get them promoted in January and get them loaned out as well. Because that way, if they ask for a pro deal come the end of the season, the game will downgrade their potential for the following year, because EA will see it as you having a player didn't play for the entire year, and they won't take into account they only got given a pro deal towards the end of the campaign. So Burns has great potential, add him to the loan list. Alonso also has great potential, add him to the loan list. And as for Phillips, he's an exciting prospect, and we'll try and get them all loaned out on deadline day as well. This will stop their potentials being downgraded for next season. Well, there is one loan deal completed, but it's not for one of our youngsters, Jamie Cumming of the Celtic for the year. Kind of like that, to be honest, so they make sure he won't be requesting a transfer due to a lack of game time. Frustratingly though, we're just not getting the offers here. We've had two for Phillips, and we should be able to get him out on loan, but for the other two he promoted, none are coming in. There's only 6 hours to go, and because of how slow it takes clubs to negotiate with you, especially on loan deals, the likelihood is we're going to have two players just sat here in the resis for the rest of the season. So frustrating that, but it's just one of those things, can't do much about it. We have got one for Alonso from Vancouver Whitecaps, but this is what I want EA to work on. The fact it takes an hour minimum to negotiate new deals with clubs is just so frustrating. It's like, can't we sort this out on a phone call in 30 minutes? Like, why does it take 10 hours to negotiate a player going out on loan? Seriously. And although we were able to loan out our winger Alonso, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the other deals over the line. It's so frustrating. Like, seriously, we had 10 hours to do that. As we're getting transfer offers for Buckley, but I want to loan him out, not sell him permanently. How are we not able to get these deals over the line in 10 hours? It is so frustrating. So, yeah, we'll be keeping those two players and just the one player going out on loan. Sorry, it was Alonso that stayed. It was the New Zealand midfielder that's gone out on loan. But anyway, the top deals on deadline day: Bastoni to Leverkusen for 7.9 mil. Shirky has left Lyon in the same, but not to Man City, gone to Barcelona. And Manchester United picks up Nicolo Barella for £65.6 million. We're, of course, a long way off doing those kind of deals. Deadline day comes to an end. We got the squad now in terms of numbers for the rest of the season, but will we have the quality to survive? Well, I guess we'll see. And heading into this game, I'm not going to mind too much if we lose this, because it's not in the Premier League, it's in the FA Cup, 4th round. Got through to the last 32, but it's Brentford away at the G-Tech. And honestly, my sole focus for the rest of the season is going to be trying to drag us over the line to 17th place and survive in the Premier League. If we go out here in the FA Cup, you will not catch me complaining. Bees away in West London in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Come on to use regardless. I think there's only a couple of ways we're going to be able to survive this season. One is by, oh wow, what a goal that is by being very strategic. And that means that when we're a goal or two down in a game, I wouldn't necessarily say throw in the towel, but don't burn out too much energy by chasing a level. And knowing as a low-scoring team and a high-conceding team, we're likely to get anything from the game anyway. Just move on to the next one. We're a fresh, clean slate at 0-0 in the following game. Having more rest time between games, and that means we go out the cup here, then so be it as well. And just trying to grind out any kind of result when we're leading by a goal as well. It might sound like anti-football, but if that's the only way we can survive in the Premier League, listen, I'm fine being the natural enemy of good, clean, attractive football. We've got to survive at any cost, and if that's how we do it, then so be it. You know, I don't think going down to the Championship would be the worst thing for us either, like, to be fair. If we keep holding the youth players, which we will, obviously, then they'll be able to get thrown in at a lower level where they'll be far more competitive. Hopefully we'll still be able to grow quicker, if possible, if they get the first team football, which they will. We can get some confidence by actually winning a lot more games than the 4 we've had in the Premier League this season as well. So it might sound like it's a step back, but I would say it's 2 steps forward as well. Oh, Higgins, what a finish that is into the bottom corner. And this man next season, the Championship, would absolutely dominate as well. Well, that's it. Pretty uninspiring game, all things considered. 30 more minutes to play, extra time. Probably the last thing we need, really. More football with more rest time needed. But you know what? We got a free shot here at making the last 16. Let's go take it. Hugo. Tyrese. Alonso making his debut low. Oh my goodness gracious me. If there is a moment that sums up the season, it is that. Great build-up, excellent passing into play, and that for a finish. From the boy wonder of all players as well. That individual highlight right there has summed up the entire season. And I bet we lose this as well in the final minute too. Ball across. Malik does brilliantly well, and to be fair, says no, we won't. He has been solid since coming back, by the way. Seriously, what a decision to recall him from Bodo. He's going to have that growth at the end of the season being at 7 or 8. And next season, if we do go down, he's going to beast and feast in the Championship and continue to grow nicely as well. Right, penalties. Penalties to see who goes through to the last 16. We've got a free hits here, so let's see if we can take it. I want Chad taking one as well. I want Chad to take one. The Chad. But you know what? Since we actually got a chance of going through, I think I'll go as best as I can here. I don't want Brody I don't fancy Brody taking one. I don't really fancy Masengo taking one either, really. So we'll have the kids in the front 5. We'll take it from there. But of course, Higgins will take our first after Brentford take the first as Gray makes the save. And Michael is not going to miss. And he does. Flecken makes the save, and it remains at 0-0. Both teams missing the first, and then Konate says, I'll show you how to take a penalty. Chips it down the middle, and Hugo must score, otherwise we're in a heap of trouble, and he does. Jensen, next up. Save! Chad Gray saved 2 out of 3, and Buckley will take our next, and the U's had the chance to get a lead in the shootout, which they've taken. Okay, and Brentford really need to score this through Pert Harris. And Gray saved it again! 3 out of 4 spot kick saved by the Chad. And the temptation to chip this here with Tyrese is immense, man. Do I do it? I never Panenka it. I mean, I literally never Panenka it. But I'm going to. Oh! Literally never go down the middle, and I never Panenka it. But the situation called for it, and Oxford are into the last 16. Tyree Stolen with ice in his veins. He's the kind of person that would do that, though. Do you know what I mean? He's got the flair, he's got the style, he's got the swagger, he's got the aesthetic, he's got the nerve, he's got the bottle, he's got Oxford into the last 16. Absolutely, Chad, the real hero. 3 spot kicks saved out of 4. Jamie, you can stay in Glasgow, son. We're okay for the future. And to think, the only player that missed a penalty was Higgins, the one man you'd expect to score the spot kicks for us. Ended up having it saved by Flecken, but oh, Chad, the Chad, absolutely love it. So right, we'll see who we've got in the last 16, and then we'll end on that Southampton game as well, which again is literally season defining. If we lose that 14 to play, just put us in the Championship now. It's going to be Preston away at Deepdale, and a chance there to reach the quarterfinals, no doubt about that. Right, yeah, we'll end on this then. Final game of the episode, and it is possibly the biggest game of the save, you know. Saints at home at the Castan, 14 to play. 3 behind Everton in 17th, but again, because of the goal difference, really, it feels like we're 4 points behind. We lose to Southampton, and I think there's no doubt about it. With what will be 13 games to go, we are down, but if we win, we give ourselves a golden opportunity to gain momentum and possibly start believing we could escape the bottom 3. So final game today, it is our rivals, it is the biggest game of the season, it is one of the biggest game of the saves. It is the Saints at the Castan, which needs to be roaring if we're to have any chance of winning and going into 18th place. Come on, the U's. This game has been as tense as it gets. Still 0-0 with only half an hour to play. It's one of those, great tackle Hugo. It's one of those where, yes, Teddy, you just can't afford a loss. And actually he's in space there as well as Hugo finds him. Higgins! Just couldn't beat Hull best. Yeah, it's one of those games where it's very what you call tense, tight, very nervy indeed, and it's got 0-0 written all over it. There's low finds Higgins, and he says not anymore. The dynamic duo combine again. Oxford in front, 22 to play. Can we hold on? I'm gutted I didn't get to see that animation there, which would look so cool. But a brilliant ball by Lowe, finds Higgins, and the Bros combine again for one of the biggest goals of the season. 22 to hold on. Easy, easy. Come on, it's been a really tense game. Don't drop the 2 points late here. We can't afford that. Ball rolled in. Spencer. Oh, brilliant. What an assist. What an assist. Rodrigo with the equaliser. That was absolutely amazing. Malik and Brody bamboozled. Saints level it. Well, it's a game that neither side could afford to lose, so I guess I'm not surprised it's going to end as a 1-1 draw, but big missed opportunity for our first win in ages in the Premier League. When was the last time we got a Premier League win? I genuinely can't remember, and it slips through our fingers at the end, just like it did against West Ham earlier today. One last chance for a winner. And Warner has got it! Can you believe it? Oxford have won it with the final kick. Warner, second goal since returning from loan, and Oxford have won it. We finally got a Premier League victory. Why was Higgins in so much space there? First ball inside, Saints defence goes to sleep, and Warner punishes them after the through ball. Final kick of the game, and we've conceded late this season in a couple of games that have been heartbreaking, particularly earlier today against West Ham, and even earlier against West Ham in the season. It's only right, finally, we score a late winner. We've got it, and the chance of surviving remains alive. And like I said, the reason, picking up points at the Kassam, undefeated today in Oxford. But that'll do it for today's episode of the Summer Career, guys. Big fan, wish you enjoyed it. If you had, then please do drop a like. So you all have a fantastic day. I'll return in the next one with the last 16 of the FA Cup against Preston, golden chance to reach the quarterfinals, and more big games in the Premier League as we're going to build on this win and possibly escape the bottom three. Have a great day, much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.